Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to... And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he more than did his part, the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. to throw. Brenner. He finds his man complete. It's Burke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man complete. That's Burke. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Off the play fake. Brenner looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brenner. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Brenner got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out the defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and a yard.
Looking to throw. Brenner. And he fires one incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Operating from the gun. Brenner throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Oh, a heck of a move. Man, a strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on, and how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical, because now you come in and you've got the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Off play action. Brenner escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Brenner. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they've got him well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's caught by Sanders.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaud.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That swung out wide to Sanders. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Brenner. Over the middle, complete. It's Cross. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready. Watch out now. 50, 50.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brenner. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off the play fake. Brenner. And Sanders has got it complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action. Brenner. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
What hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brenner. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Taken in at the 11. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, Brenner. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Brenner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Sanders will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Saints 27.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Black one, check white, Smith red.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Green, blue, check, pink.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Saints 30-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
And right now, that crowd, silent. From the gun on third down, Brenner. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now a 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.